Okay, let's get something right. Turkey needs to explain what's going on to the rest of the world. It needs to explain what happened to the Syrian people. The Russians are claiming that there was a Manpack missile fired at Russian jets and they retaliated, which is, if true, the right thing to do. Let's not forget that Idlib is a Syrian province. Let's not forget that Turkey has no real right to be there. The Russians were invited by the Syrian government. Turkey was not. But under certain treaties, Turkey can be there. But as an observer, and under the treaty that was provided, it was to sort out the terrorists and move the terrorists around, but it did nothing. Now, under Article 5, Turkey is a member of NATO. It's now trying to call on NATO to help it fight its battles, because Turkey is in a position that the Americans were in Vietnam, where it's in a lose-lose position. It will never win the war against Russia if it starts with Russia. All throughout the past few months and the past few years, Turkey has played both ends against each other, running to the Russians for S-400s, running to the Americans for Patriot missiles, and running back and forwards and crying wolf and crying everything else you can. Now, Turkish news is reporting that the regime, and it uses the word regime all the time, there is no regime in Syria. It's a democratically elected government. A government that's been hard-pressed by Turkey, who has stolen oil, who has stolen factories from Aleppo. I did a documentary on Aleppo and the factories that they stole, and how terrorists can strip down factories, I don't know. Turkish engineers stripped down the factories. Turkish engineers stripped down the power station in Guta and Duma. So, things are coming to a head. Will Turkey back down? I don't think the Syrian government will back down. I don't think the Russians will back down. Will America support Turkey? I don't know. I hope not. Will NATO support Turkey? They've already said they won't. But you never know. Because if they don't, then NATO fails to exist. There's no need for NATO. This is the problem at the moment. Everything is up in the air. All through one crazy, crazy little Hitler that sits in Ankara. Now, I'm hoping that there isn't a war. I'm hoping that peace can be found. If it goes to the UN, I'm sure the Russians will veto it, and nothing will be said or done, but my worry is NATO and the United States. Thank you.
The Chiefs lost last year at the AFC Championship game. We, the players, answer that question all the time.
Every single day, motivated by her success.